Hello everybody, I'm Donna. I'm Donna from Purple Pinky Promises. Welcome. Yay. Good afternoon. I am connected. Yay. All right. I'm still working on this. I'm still die cutting, so I thought while I waited for people to hop on, I could finish up this little. I've got a little bit of die cutting that I'll have to do live probably, but I just figured this would be as good a time as any to do that. So anyone out there? Anyone? I got a big old mess. Big old mess. But that's okay. It's all good. It is all good. Let's see. Let's do half. Everybody's probably expecting me to be late. You know, sometimes it does happen. It can happen. I'm just going to go this direction with this, maybe. I think I can get it all on here, maybe. I'm trying to fit this die on here. I think it's barely going to do it, so I'm going to go this direction. It will fit 5.5 perfectly. Not landscape, but portrait size. So, and this we'll do in red. And then we'll cut it. Hi, Lindy. Good crafternoon. How are you? I'm still die cutting. And I've got actually have a lot already die cut. I just have a little bit more that I'm gonna do while I waited for people to hop on here. So oops, see, I'm already crooked, folks. This is not a good thing. That's too skinny. That's why that's doing that. Okay. Maybe this will be better. We are doing a fun patriotic project today. I am going to be using this die. This is a new Dare to Be Artsy die. It is so cool. I am so stoked. I just picked it up from Cindy this week. And actually I saw her yesterday. I picked it up yesterday. And this is a fantastic die. So I'll just show you what I've done here. I've die cut this part out from the, and this is a nesting die. It's a nesting flag. There is a die that is the post. I've already die cut it. I'll show you that here in just a second. I need some more red cardstock. Throw this down here. Let's see. I got a big mess, like I said, big mess, everything going everywhere. And this is a perfect size for this. We shall use that. And this is actually, this flag is going to be the background for my patriotic decor. Guys, I got everything going on in this. This is an actual home decor project. This is a shaker. So I pulled out all the stops here for this, and oh my goodness, how cool is that? Okay, so I did this wrong, just to let you know. And that's okay, because we learn. We learn. So this part actually needs, well, no, I didn't do it wrong. I did it right. So we need to die cut this part out of blue. I did it fine. What was I saying? Where was I? I guess you could inlay it, is what I was thinking you could do. But look at that. Is that the right side? It's the wrong, it's the right side. I just got to get it in the right direction. There we go. So now I'm just going to die cut this piece from the blue. And you know, you guys, that's a nice little inlay thing you could do. You could cut it out of white and then red, and you could just do the opposite, which is kind of nifto-neato. So let's run this through. Actually, you know what? I'm going to actually leave this on, and I think I might die cut this. I might cut a piece of blue to go around this in the background. Nope, I'm going to die cut it. I don't know what I was thinking. Look at all these red stars. We need to save these. Oh, look at that. I have a plethora of them. Look at all these fun little stars that I have. I want to keep them. So I'm going to pop them in my little storage thing here. It's not really storage, but it's where I like to put my dies, sort things out. This is a great place. This is actually supposed to be little painting pod things. So, okay. Here's another star. We got stars for days, you guys. Look at this. This is so cool. Oh, I might throw those in my shaker. Just kind of put them here, there, and about. Okay, we'll pick those up in a second. So we have that and that. I've got my whole pile of everything that I've die cut. We'll take this corner part. Look. We have lots more. Tons of stars. Oh, I love it. And now we're going to have blue ones. Oh, so cute. Look at that. Okay. So I'll just kind of capture the corner of this so we don't waste a whole lot of paper. And just like so. That's what we'll do. Hopefully we'll be able to run it through. Yep, we will, because I'm going to cut it. Cut it right there. Just cut that off. Run that through. This part will be done. And then I'll have a little bit of die cutting to do with, I wanted to say, like, I wanted to do 4th, and then I wanted to do a 250 on there, because I thought that would be really cool to celebrate our 250th anniversary for our country. So let's do. All right. Really cool. Super, super cool. All right, and so now we can do, so now our stars are white on here. Isn't that neat? Isn't that a super cool die? Love it. That's really cool. So like I said, this is going to be the background for our decor. I have something very interesting that I'm doing. I hope it pans out the way I want it to. We shall see. We'll see when we lay it out, right? All right. I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish die cutting my, I'm gonna get all my die cutting out of the way. So that way we can get the die cut machine off the table and just kind of get to work assembling and doing all the fun stuff. How's that? I've decided I need a trash can that's up on my table instead of down below, because I hate reaching under there. I should have poked those out. There's another red one. And I think our blue stars are done. I dropped some on the floor, but that's okay. I hadn't seen anybody put this together. I think Cindy did a live stream on this. So that's how I ended up with finding out that corner is separated. Okay, let's do this. Now I have a rosette that I'm going to use also, but I pull, and that rosette is actually from the Tim Holtz Sizzix Thinlits. So we'll use that. I think I may have gone overboard, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where everything lies at the end. So I have these are, gosh, what are these called? These are from the vault. I know that. The World Travel. And I'm going to use the alphas and numbers here. So I'm going to do 4th and 250. Here's our global pieces. I'm gonna have to get this on a magnet, that's for sure. Didn't have time to do that prior, so let's see what we have here. Oh, a little USA would be cool. I like that idea. S. Here's my A. There it is. USA. And then 250. Here's my 4. 5. Where's my number 5? There it is. I needed, let's see, 450. I needed 2, 250, 4, and I needed TH. All right. It has the whole alphabet, right? There it is. There's T and there is H. Shoo. Okay. So now I got to plan this out. I am going to put these back in the bag because there's so many little pieces I don't want to get lost before I put them into the magnet. Has a cute little airplane, has clouds. Oh, I love it. And the arrows. Super fun. Oh dear, I just dropped one. Okay. Found it. Maybe. Nope. That's for after the live. It was that little... I'm not really sure what that piece was. I don't know what that was. Maybe it was part of the queue? I think it might have been part of the queue. Okay, I hope we're doing okay. I hope we're not frozen. It always makes me nervous. All right. It could be anywhere. I gotta get a light under there. I'm not gonna start searching now. Okay. Here's my die bin. Pop this into my die bin. I got a bunch of dies in this bin. All right, let's do, let's see, red, white, and blue. You red, white, and blue. Oh, this was easy. Easier than I thought it was going to be. Red, white, and blue. Yes. Not frozen. Oh, thank you for telling me. I appreciate you. Okay, so here's my blue. We'll take these down. Got a lot of die cuts, you guys. Just, that's a forewarning. Go get a snack. Go get a drink and a snack. We may be on here for a little bit. Okay. I've really actually thoroughly enjoyed doing the live here at home. I do feel like I'm a little bit more relaxed because I don't feel like I have to rush home because I've been at the shop Red too long and I'm already here when I'm done. I don't have, you know, I have cleanup, but cleanup can come at a later time. I can actually come back and clean it up later in the evening. I really, really like this. So I hope it's working out for everybody involved. So, okay, so red, and that is white. And I think I am going to do this pearl. I do want to talk to you about this pearl. I am going to, everything's fine. That was just paper and a paper trimmer. It was not all my dies. So things could be worse. All right. Oh my word. Julie Picaro, if you ever watch this, I'm going to quote you right now. Hot Mess Express coming right up. Ooh, ooh. That's what she does. Okay. Let's die cut this. We're done with that. And I wasn't able to pull it up yet and look at it, but I did see that Skip sent a message, Miss Lindy. You have another little treasure that has found its way to your house. Oh, I can't wait to see it. Okay. We're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. I am going to say you right here, though. That way it won't drop you again. I'm going to get that later. Look, if I don't fall off this stool, you guys, right here in front of y'all. Oh, gravy. Here it is. Whew. Okay. So I just wanted to show you the color cardstock that I used. I used Suede Shoes and Rockin' Red. And then I also used this pearlescent paper, which is from Spellbinders. And I used that for the background of my flag. I did not use it on my jar, which you'll see here in a minute. I used something completely different. So this, I haven't been able to get it back in stock. I think I'm out of stock on it and I can't get it back in stock. But we have a white mix or silver type. I think we have a white mix in the store. I'm not sure, but I will post links to everything down below in the description after the live is over. Okay. I think we've got this. We're done. Get all this out of the way. Let's get this. And then we can separate that out. Makes it a little easier to organize. This is done. Phew. And then I'll kind of walk you through what I've used today. So, show you what we've got, what my plans are. Kind of fun. I'm excited about it. I think I need a better. this my, no, this isn't what I want. Aww. Well, I get it, Lindy. Somebody else is taking the kitty cat. Well, I'm happy that that actually worked out for you, because I'm pretty sure that the answer on this end is no. But I can't wait to see it. Look, you know, every time I see kittens on videos, I just think, oh, aren't they cute? Aren't they, you know, they're just so precious. But then they grow up to be cats that can have really bad habits. So, yeah. Anyway, okay, this is going into my put away all the dies bin. Look, I got a lot of dies I've been working with today, you guys. So, okay. There's that. And let's just take care of that while we're doing all that. So that can go there. Trash. And pull this off. We got a 5. Yay! We did it! Okay. We got a lot of stuff here. I got a lot to keep me busy. I feel like the toddler that the mom has given a bunch of toys to. Keep me busy. All right. Okay, like I said, this is the new Dare to be Artsy USA flag die. And it has this part, and this part, and I think, you know, you could even inlay that and you could get a whole piece, but I decided that I wanted to do it that way. Krista was, Krista, there you are. I was just getting ready to say, you were telling me another cat would be great for you, John. Oh my gosh, Miss Krista. Anyway, you know that's not true. Krista was just telling me today that somebody had made a little mini album with this die. And I just think that's such a fantastic idea. Love it. So that's this die set. Okay. And then you saw me use the world travel dies. So I'm just using them for alphas and numbers. But of course there's a globe and an airplane. And we talked about all of that that's you could use from that. I'm going to blow all these dies. So I've also used the, these are also from the vault. These are rosettes from the vault. I've done the rosette and I've done the star and of course some of these circles here as well. Okay, stick that in there. This is part of the rosette and I believe if I'm not mistaken, oops, I'm going to have to trim that off because I got it too close to the edge of my plate. I was using the magic mat earlier and got it too close to the edge. It'll be fine. Okay, so that's the rosette, and I think I have to do 2 of them, and they're Mountain Valley, Mountain Valley. And then I have used a variety of florals. So here's the plan, folks. We're going to have a flag in the background, and probably in a direction where you can, it will get covered up, but the idea of this is going to be that you'll visually see, and I may have to be a little bit tricky. This is going to be tricky. We maybe, yeah, no, we have to do it this direction because I won't be able to fit my jar in there. This is going to be, and we may have to cut off some of this flag. Don't anybody get offended at me. It's crafts. Okay, guys? It's crafts. I think we could probably fit it in this direction, but we might have to trim it a little bit, but it would be better if we did it this way because then we could get the post on it. This is, then we'll get a rosette in there. Okay, so here's what I have. We're going to create we're going to have a jar, And the jar, we'll get a background for this jar. Where did it go? What did I do with that? Maybe we'll just go with some white. Maybe we'll go with that. We might cut a background piece. Maybe we'll do it in red. No, we need to go with white. So I'll go with some white cardstock, the same cardstock that I used for this jar. What did I do with it? I'm trying to. I had the piece that I cut. There it is. Here it is. I'll probably inlay it first. That's what I'll do. Just inlay it. But I am thinking it would be kind of neat. Maybe we could see that my thoughts are if I go with any other different color. Yeah. I just need a little contrast so that things will stand out. Got to figure out my background, you guys, behind the flag and behind the jar. But okay, so this will be our jar, and it's a shaker, and we have all kinds of shaker bits that are going into the jar. So got I pulled out all the shaker bits, and we'll go through those when it's time for that. So it's going to be a floral. This is tricky. So it's going to be a shaker floral. So it's going to be a little bit tricky. So this is why we need the backer, so that we can glue all of our pieces with our florals. We also have to pay attention to how far up we're going to go. So yeah, our flag's going to kind of go up a little bit in the background here. And so we'll have a whole jar piece. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to actually probably have to die cut a whole jar piece, because I'm going to have to attach it to the back. Yep, that's what I'm going to have to do. Sometimes we don't think about these things until it's time to do them. So I have florals. This is actually from this star here from the Rosettes set. So I'm going to use that as a floral piece. And we have some stars. We have, and these stars, actually, kind of wanted to show you this. My die pieces are actually in the bin here, but there's a nesting die that goes inside this jar. These are Catherine Pooler. These are actually Christmas, full of joy stamps. And so I'm kind of thinking outside the box and using the stars for 4th of July and using the jar instead of no lid, with no lid, and using it as something else. So that's kind of what we're doing here. And you'll see those here when I pull that background out here in a second. And then I've used some of these florals from the Garden Wreath add-ons from Spellbinders. So here and here and here and here, we've used those. And then my big long stems, which I'm really excited about. These are from the Sealed Bouquet Spellbinders. So I pulled those out. I wanted something long that could go down inside the jar, and I thought that would be nice. So we'll put together, we're going to put together, this is my rosette. We have some more flowers over here. This is for my flag. So we'll just kind of set stuff out. This is my jar. Oh, okay. Rocking and rolling here. Let me get these out. So we've got more stars, which are kind of like the florals, similar to. Throw this back in my bin. And another star. Another red star here. So we have the opposites of each other for the florals. I am going to set them out as they match. So these are from that Catherine Pooler set. There's a small and a big. I need to match them up accordingly. But these are, I think, are they the same size? No. So one of them's We'll figure it out. Yep, these go just like that. And then I'm assuming the other one is in the front and this goes in the back. Nice. Okay. So we have those. Hope you can see what I'm doing here. I might just zoom in a little so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm picking out, so I did opposites. I did one set in red and one set in blue so that we could have opposites, opposite flowers, nesting and layering. Not nesting, but layering. Okay, these are done. Okay. So this one is going to go with this one. I think that's right. Maybe it goes behind here. Well, however that goes, it's going to work. I'm going to make it work. And then we have these two. Yep, because of the stems. That's right. And then one of these will go in front here. And one of these will go in front here. And then we have all of our silver pieces for each of our flowers. And some of them have things to poke out, and I might or might not. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Some of them do and some of them don't. I kind of doubled up on my die cutting by using one die from one set, one die from there. They're just slightly different, but I think they'll be fine. Here's that. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Zoom back out. I'm just lining them up with my pieces over here. So here we go. I think we're good. We may switch these out and I'll just make a spot for them here. Okay, I made some extras. So these are all of our stems that are going to go inside the jar. Now, they probably won't go all the way to the bottom, but that is okay. I'm really, really okay with that because we got shaker bits that are going to fill at the bottom. So we have a bunch of these that are going to go inside. And I am super excited about this. Super excited. I've been thinking about this for a few days. And y'all, if I haven't brought out enough, I actually have twine and I brought some denim out. I thought, well, you know, we might want some denim. Who knows? So now, as you can see down here below, I have a little shadow box. And I thought this could go inside our little shadow box. I thought that would be a lot of fun to do. All right, we've got all of our pieces separated. We're organized. I am going to, first of all, get this background cut. And if I can get inside my head what I want to use as a background piece, I think, trying to determine how much of this gets actually covered up. So 5 by, it comes up to here and it's 5 by 7. So like, I would say maybe 1/4 of an inch is covered. So we're going to go ahead with 5 by 7. And might have to clean that later. All right. I am going to go with, this is called Neenah Moonrock. And I'm going to have to look and see if I have any in my overstock. I think we're showing out of stock on this. I'll have to check for it at the shop. So that's what we have here. And I am going to use this for my background from my whole 5 by 7 piece that will adhere everything to. I thought about doing it on fabric, Maybe we should. Maybe we should. Do I have enough for that? I mean, it would make it a little bulky though. But I think we've got room for that. If I were to glue down. Y'all, would that be cute or what? I think it would be. Let's do it. Let's do it. So now the big question is, I think our Barely Art glue will do this. We shall see. Shall we? Shall we see? We shall see. I am actually going to pour it out. Now my brain's going, where are my brushes? I don't know that I have any here, so I may have to use my hands and then wipe it off with some baby wipes. No making fun of me. You know, we get the job done however we can get the job done, right? So we do what we have to do. So Krista and I were talking one day, we were talking about, I'm a barefoot girl. I love to be barefoot. She's a barefoot girl too. And so those of you who like to be barefoot, you get this, you understand this, and this is all part of that. I think that's part of the whole, it doesn't bother me that I get glue on my hands. It just needs to come off, you know? Like, I don't mind touching it. Just needs, it can't be sticky on my hands forever. I wouldn't like that at all. So, okay. So, yay, Barely Art glue for the win, folks. I am so glad I decided to do that. It really resolves my issue that I was having with a background. It's just, and it adds a little interesting texture as well. Okay. Woohoo. Now let's do that background on the jar. We will inlay it into that. I'm going to let this dry and trim it off. Deal? Deal. All right. I think that die is too wide to go through my small die cut machine. I do like having a small one around because it doesn't take up as much room. But I don't think it's too wide. It is. I'm going to have to pull the big one out. The big Tudonka. I may have to die cut this over here. So I'll show you here what I did. For those of you who are new to crafting or die cutting, there's a piece inside this jar that you can inlay and cut out to get a frame. You tape them together. Isn't that funny how we don't care about being barefoot, but dirty hands are a no. It's a no for me. I don't like dirty hands either, Krista. No. It's a no. No, no, no. All right. I'm going to run this through. Yep, here we go again with possibly falling out of my chair. of this went. This is what we're doing. Why did I put that back? Because I was trying to be tidy, right? Okay. The big issue is probably going to be adhering things, the paper to the fabric. But I really do think it's going to be okay. I do like my Barely Art glue. I can sing its praises all day long. So, all crafting day long. So, all right. And there it is. So you have your whole jar piece. And that is how we will adhere our stems. And then we'll get our shaker going around this. So, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to tape this together to get it even all the way around. Just need a couple pieces of tape. Use this. Am I far enough away? Am I too far away? Okay. And here we go. This. It cannot touch the inside because we're trying to inlay it. If it were to go over here, then I would not be able to get it out. So we need to be able to get it out. Okay. Put this back. Now glue you all together. There's a lot to glue. And I am going to have to be rocking and rolling with this. So now we shall inlay. It's like putting a puzzle together. Now we're good. So now this piece will inlay and adhere to the back. We'll have a shaker, a whole shaker bit. But first what we have to do is we actually have to get our flower stems down. We also, this is our background, so we have to know how tall everything is. I'm going to go ahead and start trimming this off so that we can use this as our guide. So we can dry fit this, and I also want to make sure it's going to go back in okay. So we have to test that first. I think yeah, we're good. We did it. There is a little bit around these edges that will not show. Okay. All right. Got some really pretty texture. So let's, and it fits. And it fits nicely. So when we do this, we need to make sure that the shaker doesn't go down like too far because we want it to show. So we'll kind of test that out when time comes. Okay. Here we go. We still need you. Save our tape too. Okay. So, I would say right about here. Yeah. Yeah, I think that looks good to have about a quarter of an inch. So if we're going to do our, we want to make sure that none of our stars go up too high. So that's where we're going, what we're doing with that. So these need to be for our florals. We have enough. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 florals. Yeah, we have enough. These can be for our stars, or we could do, oh, let's do this with our stars. Yeah. And then, yeah. Well, we need to, do I have enough? Do I have enough? 2, 3, oh, we may have to go with these for our stars. I don't think I have enough. See, sometimes we just don't even know until we do it. Unless I think smart and maybe put a couple of the flowers. So let's use these for our florals. So we can get a couple flowers. So we can use 4 flowers. We can get 4 flowers with this. We can get probably a couple of stars with this. A couple of stars with this. All right, we got it. And then we'll do maybe a center on one of those. And then these 2 will have stars. Yeah, we've got it. We'll do it. We'll make it. Okay, let's start working on getting all of our flowers together. So I think our tallest is going to be these right here. So I think as long as we're good with this, and we know that we'll make our tallest one here. We'll bring that one out to the side. Okay. Oh, we actually have another one here, right? Oh, there, that was that one, wasn't it? Krista, we had this no, was it Lori or Krista? It was Krista. I don't know who I had that. It was you, wasn't it? Yesterday that I said, you pull stuff out and then you start putting stuff back in, and then you start to pull stuff back up because you didn't get everything out. And then you go, wait, do I have 2 of this dye? That was that moment. Okay, I'm going to put this one here. Okay, kind of eyeballing. Now this, glitter can be tricky to glue to, so we have to be patient with that. So, but we are gluing it to another piece that's paper-ish. So, now one of the things I will probably need to do after I'm done, because gluing this down is going to make this kind of need to stay in my boundaries here. And we don't want our florals to come, we don't want it to our florals to interfere with this piece right here too much. So we want to make sure that it stays as flat as possible, if that makes any sense, so that our bits don't fall out. And we don't have real small bits that could do that. I'm going to go over here with it. So The nice part about having this inlay is it tells me where my boundaries are. Oops, I didn't mean to do that yet. And I don't need it there. I already got glue on my, see, I already put glue down. It's okay. Right. Okay. And you know, it'd be kind of cute to like bring, we're going to do opposites here. So we're going to put a blue and a red on one. You know, I'm going to probably start treating you guys like kids and can't remember which kid I said what to. You're not kids. I'm just saying. It'll be like when I say something to my kids and I'll go, did I tell you? I won't ever remember. And I think this would be really cute right here. Just like so. Kind of like it's... Well, let me move it a little. Let's try that again. There's not, this little piece right here is kind of small. I gotta hold that and be patient with it. So this would be really cute, like right here. Gotta make sure it goes up a little bit more. Super cute. There we go. So there, nope, we don't want to do it there yet. We just want the stem. Tried to tell myself that. Let's put a little dimension in there, shall we? This works. Cute. Oh, I want to do the other side. Now, I'm not going to put this one down yet. I'm going to kind of be patient with this because I want to lay out my flowers and I kind of want to do like a mix. So I'm thinking I'll probably end up with it about right. I might have to trim that leaf off. Maybe not. Maybe not. But yeah, that's not a big enough place to really adhere. Okay, let's do flowers. Then we'll this is super fun. Don't let me forget to put my flag down. That would be terrible if I'd forgotten my flag. So let's do. Oh, I did it wrong, didn't I? No? No, I didn't. Okay. Kind of offset a little through here. I'm not going to get fussy about it. Then I'll put this one right here. Like that. Put that in. And I think we can get our other flowers maybe down here. So let's try that. So I'm just tucking that down in there, and then I'm gonna just kind of do this and put a little glue here, and then just kind of layer it all. Whoops, I think I did get it wrong, you guys. No, I didn't. I like that little silver that's kind of peeking out there. Boy, the camera doesn't do it any justification at all. Okay, that's cute. So then we'll just kind of adhere that. I might tuck that behind. I think that's gonna work better. I like the sparkly red, white, and blue. Yeah, I mean, I like that behind. That's cute. Let's attach that. It's going to be a nemesis, I can tell you that right now. Kind of having to go overboard on the glue. So now we have a third flower that we can get on here. And let's do one with the blue in the front. Well, that offset's really nice. Very cute. I put glue on there not thinking about where it should go. And I think I'm going to tuck that behind like so. Cute. Okay. That would be cute like that. next cluster of flowers. So I think I'll just put flowers together. I need a big acrylic block. How is everybody doing out there? What kind of snacks are you having right now? Because I need to know. I forgot I do have it. I have my drink in here with me. I got my bubbly. Strawberry Sunset. Very yummy. Forgot I was going to put that on there too. Next flower. Yay! We're almost ready for our shaker. Okay. You know, you could put dimension between these. That would be perfectly fine. But I'm just choosing today to not do that. There we go. Okay. So just like that one, we'll put glue here and here and here. I'll attach that to the back right here. So round one was lessons learned. Let's go around here and hold that down. Okay. I'll put this one over here. And then we'll do this one over here. Okay, so this one I feel like can go kind of like so. Watching all of this. And then we can put this one here in the middle, kind of behind. Okay, I think that'll be cute behind there, like so. Trying to watch that. Gotta be careful with this. Yeah, I think we have a nice little, yeah, that's cute. Very, very cute. This we could probably bring down just a little bit more. Kind of get them a staggered look. And they're flimsy enough that when we glue them down, we can kind of move them around a little bit so that they show better, maybe. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just glue these stems down. So we'll hold that there. Oops, I did it again. You can also next one. Bring things forward or move it back, whichever we just decide to do. And I think this will be pretty like so. Yes. All right. That was the top of my shadow box. But guess what? It didn't break. And my drink didn't spill. My plates to my, this is why I like getting this out of the way. I had a mountain. Krista's used, folding laundry. Krista is used to hearing me say, I'm fine, everything's fine. Crashing in the back office, things falling over. It happens all the time. I think I've probably done it live. This is what happens when you work in a small space. Okay, I am going to fiddle with this for just a little bit, kind of tuck around. I think I'm going to leave that like that. I think that's how I'm going to leave it. I think I am going to trim. Maybe I don't need to trim, but I do want this part to come out. Right there. I kind of want to move it. There we go. All right, let's get this shaker part going. So, the nice part is that we have this space in the frame of this to know where our boundaries are. So I have these fun firecrackers, sprinklets. These are from Buttons Galore and More. And I'm just gonna throw a bunch in here. It is going to be a parade of red, white, and blue here. Somebody holler at me and don't let me forget, because we want to fill the bottom of this jar really well with all the shaker bits. That might be too much, but we'll see. We shall see. We can also throw some of these in here. I think these are cute to throw in there as well. Kind of picking up the same blue colors that we used in our floral bits. That's kind of fun. We also have these Trinity stamps. Sapphire Sparkle Spots. And that's fun. They're a little brighter, but they're kind of on the same scale. So they work. And then I have some stars. These are Trinity stamps also. Oops, we got a lot of stars. These are the silver sparkle spots, and I don't necessarily need that many. I'm all here for this part of it. I love this. I wanted to make sure that I got some of these Seychelles in here, and I really, I'm gonna actually kind of pick some of these rosette looking ones, because I feel like that would be really cute to pick up the rosette that we're gonna put together on this as well. I hope my rosette isn't too thick. We'll probably have to take a look at that before we put it in. We maybe even put it on the outside. That would be cute, wouldn't it? So, all right. Here's one here on the surface. We have to spread that out. We don't want to, I think we're good. I think that's good. And then we'll throw some of these red. Use everything. Yep, I have. I could throw my leftover. I could probably throw my leftover bits in there from this, couldn't I? Yes, I could. I don't think they're gonna flip. They're kind of. I'll put these in. The nice thing about these sparkle spots is you get the same sparkle on both sides. All right. I think that's it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Where is that? So I am going to go all the way around. I'm using my 3D foam strips. I love sparkle spots too, Krista. They're awesome. So I'm going to go all the way. Oh, nope. See? I got to remember stuff, don't I? We need acetate. Getting a little excited over here. Let's measure. We need it to be not quite 3 1/4 by 4 will work, or almost 4. 1/16 of an inch short from 4. Now see, I always forget the first one. What did I say? Not quite 3 1/4. Here we go. Not quite 3 1/4. Okay, by almost, what did I say, 4? This is the Barely Art plastic sheets, and these plastic sheets have a film on both sides, which keeps your acetate clean when it's being stored. I can't promise it's clean during your project making, because if you're like me, you have glue everywhere, all over your fingers. So now, I missed a spot. And now we have cat hair, because I have it on me. Come on. So now I'm going to get glue back here around these edges to get the acetate on. But I am going to go all the way, because I did measure it to go to those edges. So let's see. I I am going to set it here. And I'll have to trim. And the reason I don't die cut very much, I don't die cut acetate very much, is because it is kind of difficult to die cut sometimes. Copy paper will work if you use copy paper with it. If you put your copy paper behind your, putting your copy paper, so it would be dye, acetate, and then copy paper behind that, and it helps it die. For some reason, it helps die cut that all the way through. So, okay, let's get this dry. I do have natives that are probably restless right now because they can't get on any kind of Wi-Fi, and the boys are being forced to play together. For those of you who don't know, my daughter and my grandsons are here with us for a very short period of time because she had surgery last week. She is non-weight bearing for 4 weeks. So just need a little support to make it through the hump. So my life is just a little different right now. When you're used to being an empty nester. Oh, look at that, you guys. I almost forgot all about my bits. I just picked that up like it was nobody's business. Okay. I think Grandpa just sent them outside. That's what it sounds like. Let's put this on. So now, let's trim this. We'll go in here and trim it here. And it's acetate, so if you know, don't get it off perfect, it's fine. It really doesn't show. Unless you have, and plus you have glass on the front, it's just kind of all going to be. There we go. Now we can do this. We got so excited about sparkle spots. So I am going to go around the edge of this. Just going to go like so that I can get it as close to the edge as possible. That way our bits don't go out too far to the edges. And we'll just keep doing this all the way around. And we just will only need a little bit more to go across the top of that jar, and our piece, I think, is steady. You might have some getting into the corners there. That's okay. And you've got to make sure that all your pieces line up. I didn't touch those together very well, but these bits aren't very, they're not very small. They're bigger bits, so they're not going to escape. The worst thing is that one might get clogged in that little spot, and that's okay. These are all going to kind of sink to the bottom anyway. I think I have, yeah, what do I have here? I got a little bit, but I don't think that's big enough. I think we're going to have to use this. And, well, maybe it is. Nah, it's not. So we'll do this. We'll just plug that up right there. We'll just kind of go right in there and plug that little spot. And then we'll go across the top like so. We'll trim that off. We are good to go. Okay, shaker, done. Check. Can y'all tell I get really tired of cleaning up? I just start throwing trash. Okay. Moment of truth. My head's gonna get in here, so just excuse it. Before I lay this down, I gotta make sure before I commit, and I think I got it. I probably should have spread that out a little bit better, but up here where this is, I really want to give it a good push. I probably should have supported it with some glue, but that's okay. And where I have this big cluster, just give it a good shake. Whoops, we got our flowers flying everywhere. So, yay! Now let's do our flag and our rosette. Oh, this is so pretty. I love it. Okay, let's take a look. I think we're going to be okay. We are. We're going to be okay. Let's put our flag together. That's super cool. I really like that. Come on, Mr. Star. This isn't too bad. So this will be a fast put together. The rosette might take just a little time, not too much. I think I'm gonna let that be because it's going in the background. That is so cool. I love that. Thank you, Krista. I know you like a good shaker. I think we all like a fun shaker. Well, some people don't like shakers. That actually is a truth. Some people don't like them. I think some people are intimidated by them. Hopefully, watching me put together that really fast, well, the shaker part, that is, won't intimidate you too much. I have a piece that didn't come out, I think. Or do I? No, I don't. Okay. I think it's good. There it is. So I will have to trim a little bit. This is the part we'll have to see which direction we want it to be. Oh, I kind of like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe I should leave the flag for another project, huh? I'll let you vote. Leave the flag on for a background or no. It'll trim off like that. Leave it on, leave it on. I think it's too much. Should we just, or do you like it? Or maybe you have a suggestion for it. Maybe no poll for it. Maybe just this. Maybe off to the side a little more. I think because I put the, oh, I kind of like that. Now, y'all, I kind of like that. That's kind of fun. So, like, offsetting it a little bit kind of, I think, maybe helps it. So, with no pull, bring this up a little. Bring that just a little bit like that. What do you think? No flag? Even with it offset? No flag? Just no flag. No flag? Offset, no? So, tell me whether or not you think the offset is a no. Bring that down a little. I think it covers it up too much. Maybe we'll do something else with this. I still have one more, live that I can do, a project for. So maybe we'll leave that for that. Now I am going to go ahead and put together, yeah, it does help a little, but I think maybe I am going to leave it out just because I have another live and I might do something with that instead. So let's put this together. I think a rosette would be really cute right there. So let's do a rosette. Okay, we've got to remember our Mountain Valley with our rosette. It's been a long time since I've done one, but I think I've done a live with a rosette before. Oh, I did that Christmas, the one that we did for the Shop Hop. That's right. I was thinking I had to do 2 of these to make it go all the way around. So I'm just going back and forth, Mountain Valley, and I am going to use my Barely Art glue to attach them together, and attach everything together. Some people prefer to use some hot glue. I'm a little more brave. Okay. I think it's just 2 that I need on this. I'm almost sure. So my first one was down. Yep. Valley. All right. Well, thank goodness the glass didn't break and my drink didn't go everywhere. Phew. When you're live, you're live. I'm glad I put the denim down because I think I do like that denim. I think it's cute. I said I think I do. I know I do. I do like it. All right. Let's glue these together. Oh, I don't know, you guys. I don't think that's going to be enough. Do I need to do 4 of these? Anybody out there know? Anybody made these before? Do you know how many of these I need? I didn't check. So I'm putting this together. Maybe not. I feel like I do. So when I'm putting it together, I make sure that all of my pieces are the shape, the rounded edge. Oh, thank you, Lindy. I'm almost positive that I will not get this to close. I definitely need at least another one. Well, I think I can get my small die cut out. That's a positive, right? And I think I have some, if I don't fall off my chair. after we attach this, this should help to know how many. Anybody want to research that for me? How many of those do I actually need? How many cuts do I need on this rosette? Or mountain, whatever I did. Just going back and forth. This is a big rosette. Man, it's a big tadonka. I'm thinking this will do it. So I'm just lining it up on the tab, gluing that. I think that works. Three cuts. Thank you, Krista. That's what I thought. Once I did it, I was like, yeah, that should do it. I knew. I was thinking two's not gonna do it. I think we need another one. Perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are awesome. Okay. So now we're just gonna, so we have our rounded edges here. We have our straight edge here. So all of those are sticking out, and then Barely Art glue does tend to dry really fast. So we're gonna gather this in, push it down. It's long. This is very long. So trying to do that is gonna be a little bit tricky, especially I need a slick surface. I need it to slide. That was not a slick surface. There we go. Perfect. Oh, that's a little big, folks. That's a little big. I don't know, that's going to take up the whole thing. Well, we've had fun today. I was not expecting it to be this large. Okay, so I'm the person, yes, I'm the one who puts, I use the glue. I'm not too worrisome about glue. I don't really, I'm okay with hot glue, but I don't do so well with hot glue. We're just gonna hold that in place, kind of bring this in, make sure it's centered. It might be okay on the outside. We'll see. Maybe down, I don't know. We can't let go of this too soon. Bring this over here where it's flat. Have to be patient. You know what? We could probably use these together. That would be cute. Now I'm trying to decide where am I going to put my USA. Maybe not. Maybe just leave it. Maybe I'll leave all these die cuts for my next live. good and dry. So now this next one will pop up with some dimension. And I think what I'll do, this will be kind of fun. We'll just use this on our next project. So we have next week, we are going to continue working on our Vintage Thursday project that we started at the end of last month. And then the following Thursday is July 2nd. So we could pick this up on July 2nd. How about that? I think that we've already, so now we've got all of our work pre-done for us. So let's do that. And I might even, that's cute. So these two could go together in another project. That's kind of, that would be cute, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think this is too, this is too big. I was thinking of the old Sizzix one that was a little bit smaller than that. So that was a little bit of a surprise for me. So let's finish this. Let's just get this done and pop it down. I need to, and we can now actually kind of, let's move this in places that we think might work better. So I'll lay that out just like so. And I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to start gluing it down. Turn this around. Make sure we're straight. And then we'll lift it up and let's just look at this and make sure it's straight. It is. So I got a little overzealous with my project. So I'm going to make big glops of glue. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm making a big puddle of glue right there. And whoa, what in the world? We shifted big time, didn't we? Let me turn that around. Okay, I may do it from down here instead. I don't know. That's good. Let's get this big glob here. Get our outer pieces. I'm going to go back under here while I'm at it. Let's hold that down. I'll go back under that. Big globs, big globs. I may need to bring this in a little. We'll get this. So tune in July 2nd because we will have a lot of this work done. Then I can link it to this video to show how I put it together. So I'm going to have to keep pushing that down for a while for it to really get on there good. Okay, this is probably the big job here. So what I'm going to do is really get some good barely art going underneath there. And this is my big push for Barely Art glue. Oh, you guys, that was too much. But it's really going in there. I'm gonna let that soak. That's too much. I'm gonna wipe it up. Third grader with glue. That's better. There we go. Third grader with glue coming right up. Kids, do not try this at home. All right. Now I have glue all over my hands. So, I'll take my fabric and hold that down. Yay. Did it. Let's pop it in there. That turned out so cute, you guys. My hands were dirty. That's so cute. And I love it. It's a shaker. Ah. How fun is that? I really like it. I wanted to add a few more elements to it, but that's okay because, yeah, I'm gluing. The glue at least is going to dry clear, but I just wanted to show you what it was going to look like inside the fun little frame. So there we go. I appreciate you all hanging in there with me for an hour and 45 minutes. That's a long time. That is. Anyway, I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day and a blessed rest of your week. Thank you, Krista. Thank you, Lindy. Yay. All right. Did I miss anybody else? Did anybody else join us? That was it. Yay. All right. Take care, you guys. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.